hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Look at that. That's a nice little view over the rooftops of Uptown, Midtown, and of course downtown Paphos. It's early evening and we're heading down to Paradise, which of course is the Paphos Harbour and the promenade area. We're going to go meet some superstars, that's for sure, and you never know, we might even meet some new friends. But before we do, Paul's feeling a little bit hungry, and to be honest, you know, I've had enough of eating in the Pelican restaurant over the last few days, so I'm going to pop in and try a new thing that's arrived in Cyprus. And there's like a takeaway coming up just down here. For those of you familiar with this road and familiar with the little show known as Marika and Me, you will understand that at the end of this road is the Limassol roundabout. We can just go over it, and on the left hand side is going to be a place with a big M. I think it's called the Golden Arches, isn't it? So we're going to do the drive-through, so don't click off just yet. I wonder, what is Mr. Paul going to order? What's just arrived on the island of love? There's banners everywhere advertising it, and it does look quite tasty. So I think I'm going to go and get it. Then we're going to park up a little bit, and I'm going to eat a little bit of it and tell you what I think of it. And then we're going to drive down to the Paphos Harbour. And don't forget to come back for a couple of special episodes, because I've got a feeling there's going to be a brand new Miss Ochin Brasiliana booth strutting her stuff in the downtown Paphos Harbour. And there could be a questions and answer video with some superstars and all those kind of things. Now, if you do like what you see, please hit that like, smash that subscribe, because of course that's how you motivate us in the minds of YouTube and promote the little channel known as Marika and Me, some more like-minded people like yourselves. But of course, if you'd like to actually help fund the channel, why not either gift us via the comment section on YouTube? That's the super thanks, that's the heart-shaped button with a $sign in the middle whenever you go to write a comment. And you can gift us as little as $1.99, by the way, and as much as $500. And of course, we thank you from the bottom of our two hearts. But most people at the moment are funding us via the Buy Me a Coffee platform. Totally safe, it's totally secure. So Google these magic words: Marika and Me, Buy Me a Coffee, or Buy Me a Coffee, Marika and Me. And of course, up will come our landing page. You can choose to read that a little bit more about us, and of course, some of the comments. And then if you choose, you can gift us that virtual coffee or two. And I'd like to say a massive thank you, a huge thank you. I really didn't expect it, and that's the truth. You treated us to dinner, you bought us a gift or two, you bought us a drink or two, but on top of all of that, thank you very much for those 6 very nice hot latte coffees, courtesy of Lord and Lady of Shropshire. Of course, that's our Lord Andy, and of course his girl and our girl, Lady Ness. Thank you very much indeed. And as I mentioned in the comment, there will be a black Jaguar. I promise you, Lady Ness, it'll be ready by then. There will be a gleaming black Jaguar waiting in Paphos Airport, especially for you. September cannot come quick enough. So here we are, we've come over the Limassol roundabout. We're on some brand new black stuff, you may notice again. A lot of tarmacking going on in Paphos, which is good, because just a while back the road service was absolutely Sherlock Holmes, wasn't it? It was absolute shit. Yeah, that's right, that's what that word means. And now, some of the roads are quite smooth, so you don't get the undulations and the bobbling around of the camera as we're driving about. So that's a very good thing. And of course, hopefully the Jaguar will be coming back in the next week or so. So hopefully, well, I'll be driving around a bit more style, and I'll feel a bit more luxurious and a bit chilled with my cooled seats and all those kind of things. So I'm in for a good time, and hopefully you guys are as well. Anyway, you may have noticed on the left-hand side is the little place called McDonald's. That's where we're going. We're going to go through the drive-through, and yous are going to come with me. Car park's looking pretty busy, and they've got the double-ended, what do you want to call it, drive-through ordering point just at the end. This is brand new, by the way. Only opened, what, 2 or 3 months ago now. A couple of chappies in front of us. Should we go left? Should we go right? Doesn't make any difference. because you all go into the same queue and you're all going to speak to the same person. So we'll stay in this queue, and you'll have to put up with me for that a little bit longer, shall we say. But the question is, what shall Mr. Paul order? What do you think he's going to order? There's some brand new things come onto the menu, perhaps not in your country, or perhaps you had them a few months ago. I don't know. But there's new things on the McDonald's menu in downtown Paphos, and Mr. Paul is going to have one or two of them, and he's going to top it up with his favourite thing in McDonald's of all time, the greatest thing they ever invented, and that is the McFlurry. So I'm going to have one of them to top it off as well. I may as well get that a little bit fatter before I go and strut my stuff up and down the downtown Paphos promenade. And of course, if you do see me on the promenade or in the harbour area, I'm on my Todd at the moment, as you may have noticed, but I'm still dressed head to toe in blue. So if you do see me, why not come over and say that big hello? I promise you I won't bite. Arr! Only now and again, that's for sure. Depends who you are, doesn't it, shall we say. But I promise you I don't bite. We can have a chat on camera, or if you want, off camera, no problem. And of course, if you are hoping to join the little club, well, why not come to the Pelican restaurant? Why not pull up a chair? Why not order yourself a drink? And why not let's chew the fat like some superstars from downtown in Bolton? Yeah. We're talking about, of course, the greatest train driver in the world. That's our Sir Andy. And, of course, the greatest banker in the world. That's his girl and our girl, the blonde beauty known as Lady Sarah. And, of course, they're coming back to Paphos in October. They like the place that much. They're hoping that we're not going to be here. But there you go. That's what Mr. Paul's going to have. The Philly. That's what he's going to have. Yes, us? We're waiting for someone to ask us for our order, so stick with us for a little bit longer. I'm going to reverse up a little bit so you can feast your eyes on that banner. Can you see it? No, don't think you can. You can just see the big M, which stands for McDonald's. Anyway, what we're going to have the McPhilly, I think it's called, the McPhilly cheese. I'm going to have an extra strip of bacon on it, because why not? And a large chips. No, regular chips, that'll be enough, because I'm all about. And a regular Coca-Cola, and a delicious Twix McFlurry. Once someone asked my order. See, this often is the case in Paphos, by the way. They cut them back on staff, those kind of things. They have one poor person that's trying to do an awful lot of jobs. There's someone talking in that ear, there's someone talking in that ear, like I'm talking in your ear. But anyway, bear with us. I promise you, I am going to get to order one of these days. Hopefully. Yes, sir. Could I order one?
Sorry?
Can I have a McPhilly cheese, please? Enna.
One Philly cheese?
Yeah, with bacon, please.
With extra bacon?
With bacon, yeah. Thank you.
You want the meal or just the sandwich?
The meal, please.
What size meal you want?
Regular.
Which one drink?
Coca-Cola.
Yes.
And could I order a Twix McFlurry as well, please?
One Twix McFlurry.
Yes, thank you.
That's it?
That's it. Paris-Stone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. There we are. See, they're very busy, and I don't know if you know McDonald's, they have the girl around the side here, but she's got the headphones on her head, and she's communicating with the front order desk and with the side window and all these kind of things. And on top of that, she's having to speak to an idiot like me in English, isn't it? And as you may notice, her English was exceptionally good. And to be honest, she was very, very polite. She was obviously being sidetracked, or perhaps she was sitting down finishing a meal. Perhaps she just had her McFlurry cheese. So I'm having a McFlurry cheese with bacon. I don't know if you've had one. Drop it in the comments. In your neck of the woods, can you get it? But I think it's nice. Double burger. There was salad in there last time I had it. There was gherkins in there, as there always is in McDonald's, isn't it? And then there was caramelized onions and a Philly cheese. That's what they called it. Obviously a piece of cheese which has been driven through Philadelphia, perhaps something like that. And then on top of that, they go and slap a strip of bacon and charge you another 50 cents. So stick with us. We're going to get to the pay till very, very soon indeed. We're going to pay it, find out how much it was. I don't know, what is it, 12 euros, something like that. it's going to be, so it's not too bad. Not cheap, is it, McDonald's? But not expensive. They hit you just where it's right, don't they? That's what they do. They got it down to a fine art. The most successful takeaway chain in the world. It doesn't matter where they open, they do well, because they are very, very good at what they do. And a lot of people have got a place in their hearts for McDonald's, like Mr. Paul. I'm pretty sure Lady Andrea, yeah, I haven't forgotten you. I'll bet Lady Andrea and Sir Mart are sitting on the edge of their bed, in their bed and breakfast, going, oh my God, let's get down to McDonald's. Let's not do Pizza Hut tonight. No. Let's not do a sausage and chips tonight. No. Let's get down to McDonald's. Because McDonald's, worldwide known as possibly the greatest takeaway in the world. So I'm next, so let's go and find out what little amount of money that they're going to extract from Mr. Paul. So stick with us, here we go. Yes, us? Oh, sorry. There's Mr. Paul, a bit stupid. You don't give her a €10 note. I thought I'd give her a €20 note. There we are. I don't think this girl actually speaks English, so it's another girl I was being transferred to. That's why. There we go. My fault, because I don't speak Greek, isn't it? There you go. So stick with us. We're going to be live delivered on camera. Faster. Thank you. Here we go. Let's see if we can get round the rather tight exit here without catching the bumper. If you look carefully now on the wall, you can see there's a lot of people that have caught the front end, and then some of the ones that miss their front end then catch their back end on the bollard. I tell you, crazy world it is, isn't it? So you come to McDonald's, get a reasonably priced meal and end up with €200 or €300 worth of damage on your car. Perhaps they've got a deal with a car body shop. Perhaps we'll have to have a word with them, and you never know. We could do a deal. Mr. Paul could get 3 Big Macs for the rest of his day. Of course, days. I've got a long time to go, so it probably wouldn't be a good deal for them, actually. Well, who knows. But anyway, on top of that, we are going to go and pull up. Once I get my meal, we're going to pull up, and I'll unwrap it all and make sure they haven't given me the wrong thing. I remember Joe Pescio, wasn't it? He used to say, they always F you when you go through the drive-thru. Do you remember that video?
Philly cheese.
Philly cheese, thank you very much. Lovely. Thank you very much. Thank you. There we are. We're ready to go, guys. We've got everything so far. It looks right. But if you remember that film with Joe Pescio, it was a Lethal Weapon movie. I think it was Lethal Weapon 2, if you remember. Yeah? You remember that, guys? And he was with Mel Gibson, and they stopped to get a takeaway and all those kind of things, and then they drove off, and of course then the naughty little gangster found out that he had not been given what he wanted. So apparently they always F you at the drive-thru, but not in the drive-thru in downtown Paphos. So let's have a look and let's see what Mr. Paul has got. Is Mr. Paul happy? Well, he's got some nice chips, and I tell you what, in my opinion, the chips in McDonald's are absolutely fabulous. There you go, Andrea. I'll chuck one at you. There you go. I'll chuck a chip at Andrea. So there's the chips. There you go. You know what I need is to get this straw undone, because I really do fancy having a slurp on my Coca-Cola, because I haven't had a can of Coke for must be about 2 hours now. Terrible, isn't it? Yep, can of Coke is lovely, there's no doubt about that. Let's dive into the bag and let's have the McPhilly. And in a moment I am going to dismount that camera to show you what I've got, by the way. Let's see if we can get a bit of light on in here. Maybe, or maybe not. There we are, there's a bit of light. And the camera is now coming off the mount, and you guys are going to get to see that's what Mr. Paul has had. And looks nice. Cheese, obviously the cheese went through Philly. There's a coffee from a little bit. Look, this is what Mr. Paul takes with him to the harbour. Three cigars, a pair of sunglasses, and of course on top of that there are my regular sized chips. There's my Coca-Cola, and there's my Oh my goodness, my McFlurry to die for. So, McDonald's drive-through in Midtown Paphos. There's the entrance. There's some people about to walk in. So you drive in there, as you noticed, and you walk in and you go and make that spectacality of an order indeed. This is one of the seating areas outside, by the way. It's quite big, by the way. You can sit there. Got a children's playground area and a fully air-conditioned inside, that's for sure. And I'd like to say thanks for joining me on this little adventure. If you like this kind of thing, drop in the comments and perhaps we'll do more and more of them. Across the road is the Neon Mall of Paphos, by the way. There it is. Often you'll find me sitting there in the afternoons and in the mornings having a coffee or two. And as you can see, it's that time of night, you know. I'm about to go on the Paphos Harbour. It's starting to go dark. People are starting to wander around, and one or two of them are a little bit peckish, a little bit hungry, a little bit like Mr. Paul. So I'm going to go and digest that big boy, and of course top it off with a rather nice McFlurry, a chip or two. And I'm going to say a very, very big thank you for watching. And of course, if you do like what you see, hit the like, click that subscribe, and please don't forget to keep coming back for that little bit more of my complete and utter madness as I digest this big boy. I do like a McDonald's or two. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again very, very soon indeed.